Alright, so since there's nothing on, not much on today, let's do this individual stocks long-term analysis. Okay, so when I say long-term, I'm meaning a monthly chart. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through a few popular stocks that the retails are very interested about. So first of all, let's start with the Tesla. Okay, over here there's breaker, right? Why is it breaker? Because it's the last down close candle before this run up to take up this swing high over here, right? And right after it broke down this swing low that was created, that's why this is a breaker. And within this breaker we do have this bearish order block. Right over here we have a gap. I don't think the gap is going to be traded to, because that would violate that breaker over here. So I'm just thinking maximum this order block, right? And then it's going to go down to this inefficiencies over here. There's a lot of inefficiencies down here, right? So 91 would be my price target for Tesla. Right, moving on, we do have PLTR. Okay, PLTR right now it's just price discovery to the downside, right? Unless it sweeps push liquidity, and then after that market structure shift on the weekly, I don't think there's going to be an upside to this stock. Okay, next we have Alibaba. Right, that Alibaba is pretty clean, right? Relative equal lows, or shall I say almost equal low over here created. Okay, now price is rallying back. Usually price likes to do this. Okay, it's like support, right? It looks like support. All right, so don't be fooled, this is going to be taken. So I'm thinking, okay, this area here, okay, over here there's a breaker, right? Same thing, the last down close candle before the up move. Alright, and we do have order block here, and this is a fair value gap on the quarterly chart, right? So this is the fair value gap, so and on the quarterly chart this is the breaker. Okay, so I'm expecting reaction here, and then from there we move down to 57.2. that's my price target for Alibaba. What else? Let me think. Is there any? Facebook, Meta. Okay, for Facebook, I'm looking at this fair value gap over here. We do have a breaker, right? Coincide with this fair value gap. Not sure if this is going to be a breakaway gap, but this would be my first interest area, and then I think from there you break down to fill the inefficiencies below. Right, on a 3-month chart, there you have it, the inefficiencies, right? These are all liquidity. You know, this trend line down here, this is all going to be swiped, right? So we do have the breaker here for the quarterly candle, right? And a fair value gap over here. I think this is gonna stay open till the end of the year. Okay, and once it does, this will be a valid fair value gap, right? So I'm just looking at this for Meta. Our final price target, I'm thinking 43 and 55. What else? What other big companies are there? Apple. Right, let's redraw this chart. Apple monthly, we do have all these inefficiencies over here, so I'm just going to highlight them. This is how I do my analysis. So we do have an order block open over here, and this is a swing low, and right below there will be inefficiency, so I'm targeting here. Okay, both these areas, and Apple might just sweep or purge this liquidity. Okay, there is a chance that Apple will purge this liquidity, right? Unless it breaks down from here. Okay, because the thing is that over here there is this fair value gap, right? So it got traded through and then right through it. So right now it's coming back down and using this as the balanced price range. Okay, so I'm not too sure about Apple, but once it breaks down this swing lows and then it creates some sort of order block or fair value gaps, then I'm thinking yeah, this would be the target. Okay, but I would like Apple to make another higher high before the breakdown. In a way that would be more clean. Alright, so this is for Apple. Right, eventually I'm still thinking 89.15. Okay, what else? Netflix. Right, so this was the chart drawn previously, so I'm just gonna remove this. Okay, so Netflix, we have a breaker here. These 3 down candles are the breakers, and the thing is that I found it. Okay, the nearest, I'll pick the nearest. Okay, no, not this. I want something that has never been tapped before. Right over here. And right here. Okay, so I'll just pick the nearest. Okay, so for now I think this should be the next draw of liquidity, right? Price should not exceed this. Price should not exceed this level here, 384.76. okay, I'm thinking breakdowns coming very soon, right? Because the thing is that it has filled this fair value gap to the brim right here. Okay, so I'm thinking sideways movements within this area and then break down. Okay, this is what I'm thinking for Netflix. Right. Can the price actually go up to this level? I'm not too sure, but if I'm bearish, I wouldn't want to see it happen. Okay, because this would sort of make it low probability, right? So my next area of interest for Netflix would be 110.68. okay, so just sideways in this area, building liquidity, and then after that liquidity purge to the upside and then down. Okay, I think that's about it. Just some fun analyzing individual stocks. Maybe new anything. We do have something for new. Okay, right here, the nearest liquidity this should be the draw. I'm looking at this fair value gap over here, right? It could want to go up to this area. Okay, I'll just remove this. Ooh, what just happened? I'll just remove this. These are old drawings, and this fair value gap here. Okay, so if I'm to remain bearish, I would like to see the blue area to be a breakaway gap, and then this fair value gap should be the one that it uses to send the price lower. It might just want to overextend to make new lows, which is right around $1. Okay, it might just want to do that, right? But I'll just choose the easiest, nearest liquidity areas. Okay, so my target for NIO is 7.67. Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, does it want to run this highs? I'm not too sure, but it's possible. It's possible. So yeah, as long as this gap gets filled, then I'm thinking maybe we're gonna reach into this gap over here, or maybe even this, right? That is why I say I want the price to use this fair value gap instead to send the price lower. Okay, because the candle that took out the swing low that created this fair value gap, which means this should act as a breakaway gap by logic. Okay, right? When you draw the fibs, right, 50% is right around this other block here, right, and above 50% is this fair value gap. So I don't expect price to trade above this gap. Okay, if it comes here, okay, I don't want it to trade above. I just want an instant immediate reaction down from this fair value gap. Alright, for NIO it's kind of tricky for NIO, because the thing is that it's a lower high structure, right? Usually a high structure would be better. Okay, so I think that's about it, just for some fun, because I just want to see if fundamentals are really stronger than the chart itself, right? Personally, I believe the charts, the time and the price, more than whatever fundamentals that long-term traders are using, right? They would usually call themselves long-term investors, but I see it as a long-term trader, okay, like a position trader, because the thing is that once the company is traded in the markets, you are essentially buying the stock from someone else. So technically you are a trader because you are buying because you think that the price is low and you would want to sell it back when the price is high. So it doesn't make you an investor, okay? It's just a long-term trade. That's what I would think of. Alright, so anyways, let's see if this plays out. Okay, the Netflix chart played out pretty well, and the Tesla chart played out very well as well. So let's see if it continues to deliver. Alright, so yeah, for the Tesla chart it's pretty simple, right? I'll just do a breakdown. Okay, back then this was the fair value gap. Okay, we have an order block over here. Tesla created a lower high, so the thing is that this high should not be traded over. Okay, you would limit your stop orders here, like so. This is your sell. Okay, we have this fair value gap as well, so this is a sell. Sell it here, your stop loss is right up here. Okay, and what you're looking for this relative equal lows and this fair value gap over here. Okay, this entire gap, and then you expect certain amount of sensitivity areas over here. This is bullish on the blocks, right? So from here, as you can see, if I draw it out, you can see how sensitive the price is right here. Okay, but where was the target? The target was this relative equal lows. So if you were to short Tesla right here, right at the order block, and then you bring it down, you want to take out this low, that's 37%. Alright, very easy. Okay, and you can leave a runner. If you do have a runner, you want to take profits over here. That is 42%. Alright, fully filling the fair value gap as what we have today at this point in time, that would be 46%. Right, so the thing is that it has worked out pretty well, and I'm thinking this should come through as well. Okay, that's about it. I'll just come back to this video in a few months time to review, right, what went through. I think the best time would be the end of every quarter, like let's say March, and then after which would be April, May, after which would be June. Okay, so yeah, that's about it.